inside Britain's deepest mine. My father worked once in a mine. That was 20 years ago and it was in Ukraine. So you might imagine how the mine looked like. Quite Soviet. So that's why I'm quite interested to learn about this British mine. I bet it's quite modern and I bet it's also not as dangerous. Maybe it's safer now since you got all this new technology. And you know, I wouldn't even step with one foot into this mine. But that's why I'm here to watch it from afar. So let's begin.
I'm just about to have the longest lift ride of my life. 7 minutes to get down.
7 minutes, what?
This is the Boulby Mine,
Boulby
one
Mine.
of Europe's deepest.
How deep?
So it starts off slowly, and you can feel the vibration.
Yeah.
That's the air being forced into the shaft. And then you'll feel it speeds up a little bit.
Okay,
The
how deep
descent,
is it?
Over 1,000 meters.
So
1 kilometer? What? How is this humanly possible?
but usually this is the worst bit of the mine visit. When I take visitors down, normally when we're riding down the shaft, when people get feel the most claustrophobic.
Yeah, I bet. Wow, it looks bright. You got a lot of metal. It's bright. Doesn't look as dangerous or as scary as I imagined. Of course, the elevator looks scary. It's just metal, but still.
But we've still got much further to travel, and we're not on foot.
So this is our chariot for the day.
You have a car in this mine? What? No way.
Okay, let's go. So it'll be about 40 minutes drive.
Very
We do go out
bright.
under the North Sea as well, but hopefully you won't see any fish today.
Things have gone wrong if I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's under the North Sea. And that's one more reason why I wouldn't even step into this mine. Just imagining that above you is water. Aha, no.
There are nearly 700 miles of tunnels down here, and it's a hostile
Wow.
and potentially dangerous place to work.
But here's dark now. It still looks like a normal tunnel, like your everyday tunnel on the street, just underground. Doesn't look very scary.
This close to the Earth's core, it can be up to 40 degrees centigrade.
Wow.
Outcoming vehicles have priority just in case there's somebody's being
Okay, they're now waiting for him and they turned off the lights so they don't blind the person in front. But why don't they have more lights here?
injured or there's some other sort of problem.
This is the deepest mine in Britain, built decades ago to mine potash, a type
Oh,
of
yeah.
fertilizer that requires a huge amount of energy to process. Fertilizer has allowed
Okay, we got workers here, maybe having a break, eating maybe fish and chips, but how dusty is it there? Imagine you are having a break, you're trying to eat and there's dust everywhere. But all my respect to those men, it's a very honest work.
farmers to grow more food to feed a growing population, but it worsens climate change and often causes local pollution. But where we're heading, they could be digging up a solution.
Oh, he's not kidding. It is really hot out here. Where are we off to?
Yeah, we're on the mining district now, Tom, so just 50 metres through there.
Wow,
This is so sci-fi.
Yeah, we've had actually...
That's a big
NASA
boy.
have been here testing the Mars rover.
So, Richard, what are they digging out here and why is it so important?
So this is polyhalite, so it's a multi-nutrient fertiliser. We really have to do very little processing. We just mine it, crush it, screen it, spread it on the field.
that's it? That's very convenient. Wow. And what is this on the left side, this tube? Is this the vacuum to get all the dust out? As we see, there is little dust. Or maybe I don't even see dust. And the machine is working. I really think that this one is to remove dust.
And that's it.
And what are the active ingredients in here that are helpful for crops?
So we've got potassium,
Potassium,
calcium,
calcium,
and
magnesium.
sulfur. Really
Okay.
good crop nutrients.
Right. And in what way is this better than some of the other ways of getting these minerals?
Really, because it's quite an energy efficient process. It's very low carbon. We're about 85% less carbon than any other fertiliser produced.
But polyhalite doesn't contain nitrogen, which causes around half of all the emissions from fertilizer, but it could help farmers use less.
So this polyhalite assists the root with the uptake of nitrogen, so effectively you have to spread less nitrogen on the crop.
Right, so it doesn't actually contain nitrogen
No,
itself,
it doesn't.
but it makes the use of it more efficient.
Yes.
And have you got much more of the North Sea to go under here, or have you got a limit up
Absolutely all
North
of the
Sea.
North Sea. This was formed
Oh my God.
in 270 million years ago, and it spreads from here across under the North Sea to Germany. So
To Germany. So is there a British guy under me mining for the stuff? From the North Sea to Germany. Oh man.
in
close to an unlimited supply.
Absolutely
Unlimited.
supply, yeah.
When it's up and running, this machine moves at about 9 meters a day and can extract around 750 tons of this polyhalite fertilizer. And there are potentially 4 of these working down here. That is a lot of this lower carbon fertilizer coming out from under the North Sea.
And another company betting big on polyhalite is mining giant Anglo American. This is the Woodsmith project, a multi-billion-pound mine under development just 15 miles down the coast. Many locals were against it, so Britain's biggest tunnel is being built under the North York Moors National Park to help protect the landscape.
We've got a small site that's going to be invisible to the outside world once we're complete.
So were they against the fabric because of the environmental impact or because it looks bad? Can someone write it in the comment section?
And we're going to extract the mineral via our world-class tunnel all the way from our mine site here at Whitby all the way through to our process facilities at Teesside, where it'll be processed and shipped all over the world.
It's the UK's biggest new mining project for decades and is expected to generate tens of billions for the economy.
Polyhalite's a huge export potential for the UK. We envisage most of our product being exported all around the world from Teesport, up to 13 million tonnes per annum once we're up and running.
It's a huge bet on a relatively unknown fertiliser and relies on a market developing as farmers look to lower their emissions.
We are needing more food with less land, and at the same time we need to reduce our carbon emissions. So agriculture has to go through some kind of change, and we believe that polyhalite is one of the potential solutions.
There's 15 wagons on this rake, and we'll fill each wagon with 60 tonne of poly standard.
Can someone tell me, is the stuff really as good as they tell, or is it just a bit overhyped? Because I have no idea, that's why I'm quiet right now. I don't want to talk nonsense.
Back at the Boulby Mine, they're already selling 1 million tonnes a year to farmers all over the world.
We load 6 trains a day, and we send those 6 trains down to Teesport, where it is then dispatched by ship.
6 trains a day, that's a lot of material going from here.
It
That's
is.
a lot of tonnage.
It is, yeah. It's 900 tonne per train. It's shipped down to Teesport last week. They completed a 27,000 tonne boat of standard material to India.
India, okay. So that was Britain's deepest mine, and I was quite surprised because it looked different than I imagined. It looked more safe and really less scary, but also I imagined there would be a little bit more light. I saw in the footage was a lot of dark spaces where you could place a light. I have no idea why don't they place lights there. Maybe because of the gases. If you got any other videos to recommend, please write them in the comment section. I hope you liked my video. Please give me a like, maybe follow, and I will see you later, alligator. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.